Alright, this is Langstroth Hive number 3. They were a swarm, or we got them from a swarm from the oldest Langstroth we have. Let's see. And what I meant by I told you, Mr. Wolf, that I had put something on top of the inner cover that allowed a little more overhang, and this is what it was, or what it is rather. That I think it was used at one time as a cutting board. It's some sort of material that Mr. Wilbur got from somewhere or another back in the day. Anyhow, this picture looks kind of strange because I have the effects set to 70s setting, just messing around with this little Kodak Play Sport. But anyway, I took a piece of comb from the tip of a top bar honeycomb. I say honeycomb, they had used the bottom part for brood, and I put it on the porch of this hive. This is the queen, by the way. This hive is from the queen that came from Gardner's apiaries in Baxley, Georgia. But this is the comb. This camera has some great focusing up close, so I'm gonna see how close I can get without getting stung. I have no headgear or anything on. It's interesting seeing them fan, and it's very strange because on the camera, that one you can see its wings moving on the camera, but looking at it in real life, I can see the wings vibrating, but I can't see them moving like you can clearly on the camera screen. Very interesting. But this is just a little piece of comb I gave to them for a long time now. It looks like a lot of them are fanning. I guess trying to keep the hive cooler. This is kind of out in the sun, although there's a nice batch of sweet gum trees that actually blocks it from the midday and morning sun. However, in the afternoon they get pummeled by the sun. I have a feeling we're going to have to move this hive and rearrange it. It's kind of in a hard to check spot anyway. We have it on a pallet here, as you can see, and where we actually have to step to inspect it is I don't know if you can see it very well. I'm not over there, but on all that wood right there, we have to step on it in order to inspect. But we've allowed them that ventilation hole. There's a feeder jar up there right now actually, and they're not using it at all. And interestingly enough, this hive beards quite often. I mean, for the last week and a half they've done it consistently every evening. And so anyway, we gave them this extra deep and started feeding them a little up there in the medium. But they're not building in here. The last time we inspected, they're not doing hardly anything in there. I don't know why they're not utilizing the space. I think what I'm going to do is probably tomorrow take a few combs that aren't being used much from this deep and swapping them up to here. Hopefully some good drawn combs, swapping them up to this deep and replacing with absolutely empty foundation in here, in the lower deep, in the brood nest area. And the queen is staying down there in this lower deep, which is fine. I just wish there's some sharing. Oh, they won't do it again for me. Turd butts. Oh, there we go. But anyway, let's see. I'd like to move them out of the way so that maybe you could see some hatching going on. There's a couple larvae in there. I have a bad feeling this sunlight is ruining the shot for y'all. Come on. You're right. Any second now I'm liable to get popped. Alright, ladies. Let go of the stick. Get off. There we go. They go right back to the cone. Let's see if this thing will focus like it's supposed to. There it goes. There it goes. I probably should not have it in this 70s mode, especially with the sunlight. I thought it'd be kind of funny to film it this way. And they've built a little Burcombe bridge that is conveniently attached to the box. Let's see what this will look like in the shade. Alright, wasp. Come off of there. Crazy, crazy ladies. Anyway, it's always fascinating to see them doing their thing. But this is one of the stronger hives. Probably the strongest Langstroth hive we have right now. The one that we replaced the queen, well, I say replaced the queen, they killed a queen earlier in the season. They're bouncing back pretty good. We got a queen from John Pluta out of Milledgeville with Georgia bees, and they finally accepted her. We forced introduction for 11 days and then released her, and they accepted her, and last time I checked her brood pattern looked excellent. Anyway, I'm going to be taking this comb off here in just a minute. Thought y'all might be interested in seeing it. Alright, bye bye.